Ever noticed how, like, after you take a break from the gym, maybe a few weeks, even months, you come back and you get back in shape way faster than you did when you first started training?
Yeah, definitely. It's like your muscles remember what to do.
That's muscle memory.
Exactly. It's a fascinating
It
phenomenon.
really is, and we're learning more and more about how it works at a cellular level.
We are.
So let's unpack this.
Yeah.
What is the key to this muscle memory?
Well, the stars of the show are these things called myonuclei.
Myonuclei.
Yeah, imagine them as like tiny control centers inside your muscle cells. They're basically the brains behind muscle growth and repair.
Oh, okay.
And here's the kicker.
What?
They don't disappear when you take a break from exercise.
So even if I'm being lazy and slacking on my workouts, those myonuclei are still just chilling in my muscles waiting for me to come back.
Exactly. Think of it like this. You build a house, right? And even if no one lives there for a while, the foundation remains. Myonuclei are like that foundation for muscle growth. They stick around, which is why you can rebuild muscle more efficiently even after a period of inactivity.
That's pretty amazing. So it's not just a feeling,
Yeah.
like there's actual science backing it up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And there's this study that was published in the Journal of Physiology,
Okay.
which is a top-tier journal in the field. And they looked into this phenomenon. They had participants do 10 weeks of strength training, and then they made them rest for 16 weeks. And then they had them do another round of training.
Wow, so they really put those muscles through it.
They did.
What did they find?
Well, even after 16 weeks of rest, the participants who had done that initial training, they regained their muscle mass and strength way faster than those who hadn't trained before.
Oh, wow.
And the key factor,
What's that?
you guessed it, the myonuclei, they're still there.
Those little guys are like the secret weapon to faster gains.
Yeah.
But how do we know, like, for sure that the myonuclei are really the reason for this?
That's where it gets even more interesting. So they looked at specific genes that are involved in muscle growth, like EGR1 and MYL5.
EGR1, MYL5.
Yeah, you can think of these genes like light switches,
What?
Exercise flips the switch on, and these genes tell the muscle cells to grow and get stronger.
So exercise turns on these muscle-building genes.
Right.
But what does that have to do with muscle memory?
Well, the study found that even during that rest period, those genes remained more active in the muscles that had been previously trained.
Oh, wow.
It's like the switch got flipped on during the training, and then it kind of stayed partially on even when they stopped working out.
So they were primed and ready.
Exactly.
So it's not just about the myonuclei themselves, it's also about these genetic changes that are happening when we train.
Exactly. It's like your muscles have a blueprint or like a cheat sheet for growth thanks to those myonuclei and that like altered gene activity.
Hold on, our genes are actually changing to make us better at building muscle.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
And what's even more fascinating is this study was just a small snapshot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they focused on specific muscles and like a relatively short time frame.
So you're saying there's more?
Way more. Imagine the possibilities if we can unlock even more secrets of muscle memory.
Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we should probably mention that every study has limitations, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So the sample size was small, and they focused on specific muscles in the upper body. Like, we can't be sure if the same results would apply to other muscle groups or different types of training.
That's a really good point. But even with those limitations, this research is pretty exciting.
It is. It really opens up a whole new world of possibilities for understanding how our bodies adapt and improve.
And it's so motivating.
Yeah.
Like, even if I take a break, my muscles haven't forgotten all my hard work.
Yeah, it's a powerful reminder that our bodies are incredibly resilient.
They really are.
Yeah.
It makes you really appreciate the complexity of the human body.
It does, and the more we learn about how our bodies work, the better we can take care of them. Speaking of learning.
That reminds me, if you're as fascinated by this stuff as we are, you'll love Boost, our weekly newsletter.
Yes, it's the perfect way to stay up to date on the latest health and fitness research, without all that complicated jargon.
Yeah, you break it down into easy-to-understand insights and tips and fun facts, and it's delivered right to your inbox.
Straight to your inbox, and it's completely free to sign up.
Yes.
Just head over to our website. You'll find the link on the homepage.
It's so easy, you don't want to miss out on this.
Okay.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about what this all means for you, our listener.
Right. Have you noticed this muscle memory phenomenon in your own fitness journey?
Have you found yourself getting back in shape faster after a break?
It's a testament to your body's incredible ability to adapt and improve.
It really is. It's quite remarkable. So how does this muscle memory play out in different situations? Like, say, if you're recovering from an injury or trying to maintain strength as you age?
Those are great questions, and that's exactly what we're going to dive into next. So let's say you've been sidelined with an injury.
Ugh, frustrating.
It is, but here's the good news. Even if you have to take a break from training, your muscles haven't completely forgotten all that hard work.
So even if I'm like stuck in a cast, those myonuclei are still there, just waiting for me to get back in the game.
Exactly. They're like those reliable friends who are always there for you, ready to help you rebuild as soon as you're able.
That's a huge relief for anyone going through rehab.
It
It's
is.
like having a secret advantage.
It really is. It's a reminder that our bodies are incredibly resilient and that those myonuclei are patiently waiting for their chance to shine again.
Okay, so muscle memory helps us bounce back from injuries faster. But what about something like age-related muscle loss?
Right.
We all know it's a natural part of aging, but can muscle memory play a role there too?
It's a great question, and while we can't completely stop the aging process, research suggests that people who've maintained a strength training routine throughout their lives might have an edge when it comes to preserving muscle mass.
So the more you challenge your muscles throughout your life, the better equipped they'll be to fight off the effects of aging.
It's like building a strong foundation that can withstand the test of time.
Right.
Those myonuclei and the genetic changes from years of training can create a more resilient muscular system.
Wow, this is making me rethink my whole approach to fitness.
Hmm.
It's not just about looking good, it's about investing in my long-term health and well-being.
Exactly. It's about building a strong, resilient body that can carry you through life's adventures.
Speaking of adventures, we've been talking a lot about strength training, but does muscle memory apply to other types of exercise, like running or swimming?
That's a fascinating question, and while most research has focused on strength training, there's growing evidence suggesting that muscle memory might also play a role in endurance activities.
So if I'm a runner who's taking a break,
Hmm.
I might find it easier to get back into my groove because of muscle memory.
That's the idea. While the mechanisms might be slightly different from strength training, your body seems to remember those adaptations and can readapt more quickly than if you were starting from scratch.
That's good news for all of us who enjoy a variety of activities. Whether you're hitting the weights, pounding the pavement, or swimming laps, your body is taking note and making it easier to bounce back and improve.
Exactly. And it's a reminder that every workout, every effort you put in is contributing to building a fitter, healthier you.
It all adds up. This whole conversation has been incredibly eye-opening. It's amazing to think about the hidden potential within our own bodies.
It is. And the more we learn about those hidden talents, the better we can utilize them to live our best lives.
Well said. And if you're eager to learn more about how to unlock your body's full potential, you need to check out Boost.
Yes! Our weekly newsletter is packed with easy-to-digest insights and tips and the latest research on all things health and fitness.
It's like having a personal trainer and science advisor all rolled into one,
Right.
delivered straight to your inbox.
We cut through the noise and make complex topics simple and engaging.
And the best part, it's completely free.
Just head over to our website and sign up today. You won't regret it.
Okay, so we've covered how muscle memory helps us recover from injuries, potentially mitigates age-related muscle loss, and might even apply to endurance training. But does this muscle memory magic work the same way for everyone?
That's a great question, and it's something researchers are still exploring. It seems like everyone can benefit from muscle memory to some degree, but the extent might vary based on factors like genetics, age, and training history.
So someone who's been lifting weights for years might see a more dramatic bounce-back effect than someone who's just starting out.
That's the general idea. Think of it like this. The more you train, the more myonuclei you accumulate, and the more robust that muscle memory blueprint becomes.
Okay, that makes sense. So even if you haven't been the most consistent gym goer in the past, there's still hope for you.
Absolutely. Every bit of effort counts. Your muscles are always listening and adapting.
This is so encouraging.
It is.
It's like no matter where you are in your fitness journey,
Mm.
your body is working with you, not against you.
Exactly. And the more you understand how your body works, the more empowered you are to make choices that support your health and fitness goals.
Well said. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, there's one more fascinating aspect of muscle memory I want to touch on. So we've been talking about how our muscles remember past training, but what about the flip side? Can they remember periods of inactivity too?
That is a really interesting question, and it's something scientists are actively studying. There's some evidence suggesting that extended periods of inactivity might make it harder to regain muscle mass and strength later on.
So it's like our muscles can have good memories and bad memories.
In a way, yes. While those myonuclei tend to stick around, their ability to function optimally might decline if they're not being stimulated regularly. Think of it like a muscle memory, use it or lose it
Yeah.
principle.
Well, that makes sense. So consistent training isn't just about building muscle. It's also about maintaining those muscle memories and keeping those myonuclei primed and ready.
Exactly. It highlights the importance of staying active throughout our lives, not just for our physical health, but for preserving those cellular mechanisms that make it easier to stay strong and fit.
Hearing all this really puts those gym sessions in a whole new light.
It really does.
It's not just about aesthetics or pushing yourself to the limit. It's about making a long-term investment in your health and well-being.
Exactly. It's about leaving a legacy for your future self.
I like that, leaving a legacy for your future self.
Cool.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive into the world of muscle memory.
It has.
We've uncovered the science behind how our muscles remember past training and explored the implications for injury recovery, aging, and even different types of exercise.
We've seen how those tiny myonuclei and changes in gene activity play a crucial role in this remarkable process.
It's truly amazing what our bodies are capable of. And the more we understand about these processes, the better equipped we are to take control of our health and fitness.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
And speaking of knowledge, we want to remind you to check out Boost, our free weekly newsletter, where we break down the latest health and fitness research into easy-to-understand insights and practical tips.
It's the perfect way to stay informed and motivated on your journey to a healthier, stronger you.
You can sign up on our website. It's super easy, and you won't regret it.
You promise.
Well, that's it for this deep dive into muscle memory. Thanks for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
And remember, every workout, every effort you put in is a step towards a stronger, healthier you. So keep moving, keep learning, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive into the fascinating world of the human body.